Thank you, Vice Chair Klobuchar, for organizing this hearing here today on this important topic. And I want to also thank all of our witnesses for carving out the time to discuss this very important topic for our country and for all of their insights and expertise and commitment to this area. As the Vice Chair said, we're all aware of the infrastructure challenges that this country has. The American Society of Civil Engineers estimates that we have almost a $4 trillion infrastructure hole as a country. And this is a very significant challenge, but it's also a very significant opportunity, because if we can, in fact, put in place smart infrastructure policy and design prudent and efficient and effective way of funding the infrastructure in this country, we not only have an opportunity to put Americans to work in the short term, which should be a top priority of this Congress, but we also have an opportunity to improve long-term U.S. competitiveness. And that's, to some extent, where the dimension of this infrastructure discussion is most important as we think about competing in a world that is increasingly informed and shaped by globalization and technology, making sure we have an adequate, modern, and forward-looking infrastructure that's done in a smart way that allows U.S. corporations to compete is one of our central and, in my judgment, our most important domestic economic priority. Because unless we compete successfully as a country, we will never be able to create jobs that have a good standard of living. And infrastructure is central to that discussion. So I'm very much looking forward to the panelists' comments today, not only on the needs we have as it relates to infrastructure, but also talking about how we fund our infrastructure. Because I think there's a rich vein of support in this country for investing in our infrastructure, but there's significant debate and discussion about how we pay for that. If you look macro at what's going on in the world today, you see this very significant infrastructure need, which is typically a need that is provided by government, yet we look around and federal budgets, state budgets, local governments are strained. So thinking about creative ways to finance our infrastructure that's fiscally appropriate in light of the larger fiscal challenges we're facing as a country is also part of the challenge, which is one of the reasons we've introduced the Partnership to Build America Act, which is a bipartisan bill in the House that invests in U.S. infrastructure and ties it to tax incentives for the repatriation of overseas corporate earnings. So with that, we'll get on with the hearing.